Yes, girl. Go create an account, ! Oh, you know what? I need to go on to my YouTube studio so I can make sure that my title goes on every video that posts from now on. How do I do it? Can't remember. I think I have to go on. Oh, wow. How did I make so much money all of a sudden? You guys have been gifting me and I didn't notice? Hi, Discord members. Don't forget, I have multiple accounts that I can live stream on, so you can keep trying to get me banned, but it's not gonna work because I'm like a whack-a-mole. I'll just pop up somewhere else. I started a Patreon. It's patreon.com/subliminal locks. So there is a free option. So please make sure that you go and do that. Yo, the funniest fucking shit is going on the internet right now. Crystal, the stalker obsessed with me, is literally going off her fucking rocker. And it's so funny. Like the other day, she was posting a picture of one of my clients trying to say like, oh, look at like Heather does really shitty work. Dude, I thought it was work that she had done previous to me doing it, but come to find out it was actually even funnier than that. I did those extensions, but those were literally plastic extension, like it's plastic hair that we knew was going to come out. And I did it. First of all, I did it during that huge transition in my life when I was living in the tent here in the front yard. So I literally did that shit in that tent. We just fucking made it work. And it was really like, I don't know if you understand dreadlocks, but obviously she does dreadlocks. She doesn't understand them. But extensions are not like your dreadlocks. Extensions are a scaffold for your dreadlocks to grow, like so that you have something on your head that while your dreadlocks grow in. That's what extensions are. They're not meant to be permanent and forever. They're meant to serve a purpose. They last for a couple of years, and then they like, if you want blonde ones or you want wild colors and you don't want like a natural color that hasn't been really chemically treated, blonde hair is going to be bleached hair, so it's going to disintegrate over time. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just going to happen. So if that's what the person wants, then you have to have expectations of what's going to be realistic, you know? So the extensions are just scaffolds to hold on until the dreadlocks grow long enough that you can just take it out and now you have like your own dreadlock. And so that's what, like, the client that she posted a fucking picture of, the fucking most ironic thing in the fucking world is she posts a picture of this lady. She just picks a random picture from my Instagram or from the lady's Instagram. She posts a little smiley face over the lady's picture. That lady just so happened to have an appointment with me, my only dreadlock client, And she came to my house like literally the next day. It was so coincidental and crazy. So anyway, I got to like, I just did her hair, the dreadlocks, the gray dreadlocks that I just worked on. And she has some of the most beautiful fucking dreadlocks ever because we put that scaffold in there and her own dreadlocks have now grown through and it's all her own hair. But I did add a couple of extensions in her hair also just the other day. We couldn't do very many because she had to get back on the road. It was already going to be dark and she wasn't going to get home till like 9:30. But yeah, like she has the nicest set of dreadlocks, you know, out of like anybody. And it was crazy how it just so happened the picture and the person that she decided to try to slander on the internet was the exact person who was coming to my house like the next day. What? We booked an appointment 2 weeks ago. We didn't want to do it last week during Christmas. She was going to try to get over here before Christmas because she thought that I wanted or needed Christmas money, but I told her that I was just too slammed that week. It was going to have to be this week, this past weekend instead. So that's what we planned. And so she came on Monday. What's up, Or? What? You have food in your bowl, don't you? Did you eat all your food? You need more food? What do you want? You have to react. You have to let me know if I'm on to something here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna come and put food in your bowl. Just let me finish this row right here, and then I'm gonna come get you food. Just wait. I'll be right there. Use your patience, okay? Almost there. Keep using your patience. Be a good boy. Wait. I said wait. 1 second. Hold on. See, I'm almost done. I got 2 more. 1. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 more. 2. 3. Okay. Let's go get you some. I fucked up my wrist really bad. I don't know if I tore a muscle or what I did. Oh, let's get you some food. It smells so good in here right now. Holy moly. Oh, move, move, move. Okay, just sit right in my way. There you go. Let's put out this candle. I want the other one burning. 2 of them is just a little bit much. Oh man, I made all my bed. I washed all my sheets yesterday at my client's house while I was at work. What a great idea that was. So now I took a shower at Josh's today and I have clean sheets, clean clothes, clean body, clean bed. And that, I don't know about you guys, but there's something about that. Oh my gosh, I just did this and it made me think of something. There was a joke that someone told me in like middle school, or I guess my mom might have told me that it was a blonde joke, but it was like, why was the blonde's hair green? I don't know. Just trucking right along with this knitting project, I tell you what. Heidi ho! Thanks for the likes, love. Oh, wait, yeah. Hello, love. Is it working? It says someone said it was muted. So hey, if you guys hang tight, I'm gonna actually be doing. I'm gonna try to bring someone up into my live stream so we can have a dual live stream so that we can talk about the craziness that Crystal is doing right now and make a like public record of it, because she's at Crystal's stalking and harassing her now. Or like, you know, maybe not yeah, she's coming at her now, and this lady is like, oh yeah, girl, you want to be famous, let's make you famous. And so this is the first person that I've ever encountered that is like willing to you know, confront this crap head on and like try to find a solution, make a solution, you know, try to resolve it, or, you know, stand up to her in the way that I've always stood up to her. Like, Crystal does not fucking scare me, and the things that she does doesn't stop me or intimidate me from like talking about what she's doing. And I'm never gonna like, people are always like, oh, you should just stop posting on the internet, you should just stop going live. Why? So she successfully bullies me off the fucking internet? Get out of here with that. The people who she contacts who turn and talked badly about me and stuff like that, those are not my friends. So like anyone she successfully alienates from my life is not someone that I would want to be around. The people who love me, like Careless Whispers over here, are going to message me and be like, yo, this crazy fucking lady is trying to send me messages about you, or trying to add me, or trying to do this and trying to do that. And like, I'm not one for it. You know, I'm not the one. And so, you know, that's what a real friend does. So anyone who doesn't like to call her out for being a lunatic in the moment, and then like doesn't participate in gossip about me, that's a friend, you know? So those are the kind of people that I'm going to continue to have in my life. Careless Whispers is one of my best friends, and she will always be one of my best friends because she is the real deal. You know, I'm not going to, Crystal, you know, it's crazy because like Crystal truly thinks in her unhinged fury that she's like doing something real powerful by like fucking with me all the time. And the crazy thing is that just is an indication of how powerful, first of all, she thinks that I am, and the things that I am capable of, if she weren't there to like make sure that like I was put in my place. You know what I mean? Like she sees me as someone very, very intimidating and very powerful. So it's, she keeps doing me all these favors. And like I said, she has single-handedly helped me to eradicate every single, and I mean every single, solitary fake friend out of my fucking life. She has been a fucking, like one of those, like she's like a dark angel or something like that. You've never been rude towards me ever. We all have our own issues. I don't blame it, you know? Right, exactly. Everybody's shit stinks, you know? I'm not a perfect person. I never claimed to be. And that's the thing, is I think that really people get so intimidated by the fact that I do not get embarrassed. I am not ashamed of who I truly actually am. I'm not afraid to make mistakes in a public arena, you know, because I'm not ashamed of my mistakes. Mistakes are problems. Problems are literally just things that need your attention. Problems are not things that take you out. Problems are things that are like, hey, I'm over here. I need your attention. Come solve me. And, you know, I think that mistakes are the same type of way, you know, how I'm the kind of person that I learn what not to do by messing up. So that's, again, I'm not afraid because I know I'm going to mess up. I'm not, you know, I went through a really hard time extremely publicly, and people still to this day swear that's why they fucking obsess over my every move in the Reddit, because they are like, oh, she's such an abusive mom. But I have been like out of that longer than I was in that at this point. Like I'm so far removed from that mentality, like being so stressed out that I was like a ball of stress and nerves and yelling at Elliot and yelling at everything all the time and just like so frazzled and stressed out, like a ball of nerves. I've been removed from that now for longer than I was in that, and that people were watching me. So it was literally just a blip in my life like this, and people act like that's something that still goes on because that's all they've got. I do literally nothing wrong. I do nothing wrong. I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't steal, I don't manipulate. And honest to God, if Crystal would leave me alone, like actually just go away and leave me alone and not concern herself with my life anymore, I would literally forget she exists and never mention her again. Because that's how I am. Out of sight, out of mind. But because she is consistently making an appearance in my existence, she will not, she's like a dog, a pit bull, like she just will not stop. It's so crazy, dude. I made this post. I posted a video here just recently, a reel, talking about how I'm being like stalked and harassed by this woman for 6 years. I didn't mention her name. I just said a single person, a single woman. But I posted that same video on my TikTok, and every comment on that video, there's like 6 people who commented, is people talking about like, yeah, she's crazy. I've seen this whole thing go down for years. I've been watching it. I've been seeing it. It's crazy. I can't believe she's still obsessed over you. Me either. I literally would never talk about her if she would just leave me alone. But she won't, because she's made it her like personal goal, like her only hobby in life is scamming people and making sure that she like is on top of me in some way. It's weird, dude. And like the weirdest part about it is she acts like she hates me and that I'm ugly and stupid and all these things. But literally in the last 6 years, she's gone from a bleach blonde, like tan California person with dreadlocks to having like tattoos and like red dreads all of a sudden. Over the last 2 years, she started dyeing her hair red or whatever. Like, that's pretty interesting that you like don't like anything about me, and then yet you decided to, I don't know, turn into me like a fucking bizarro version. But yeah, so this woman, Ann Schleinling, who has been stalking and harassing me for damn near 6 years now, has started fucking with another dreadlock person. And this lady reached out to me and was like, yo, is this the same Crystal or whatever who's been fucking with you since 2021? And I was like, yeah, it is. How weird. I wonder, like, I don't know how this girl stepped in it with Crystal or what. Oh, yeah. She tried to join a group that this lady runs, and the lady denied her access to the group because Crystal used to use a felting tool. When she first started doing dreadlocks out in the world or whatever, she was using a felting tool, and you cannot use a felting tool on human hair. It's not wool. You can't use a felting tool. It'll just absolutely shred the hair to absolute bits. So, Orly, that's enough! So it'll shred the hair to bits. So anyway, this lady has beef with Crystal from years and years previous because she's had to fucking fix so many people who Crystal felted their hair. Like, this was almost, like 8 years ago, before I even moved to the area. I'll be right back. I gotta let my dog in. He's barking at this random person in my driveway. Come on, treaty boy. Let's go. Get away from the fire, come on. You're gonna catch your tail on fire, dude. You're staying home tonight? You gonna hang out with me? I'm gonna be knitting and then watching, I guess, YouTube videos, because I'm banned. I went back on TikTok for literally 5 minutes. I was banned for a couple of days for bullying and harassing Matt Damon. I said Matt Damon was retarded for that movie, The Martian. He looked retarded. But anyway, so I got banned for that. But then I got back on TikTok for 5 minutes, and Crystal's been going nuts in her like Discord or whatever. And so all of her little people are currently like in my live stream. That's why there's 4 people in here, but like nobody commenting, is because it's people from her Discord that are like following me around and, filming my live stream and whatever. But anyway, so I literally just said, I was like, yeah, this woman is now bullying or stalking and harassing another person. And they reported my live stream. And so it got banned. I'm waiting for the appeal right now. But I figured, fuck it, it's New Year's, dude. I'm not going to waste time. I'm just going to go on YouTube. I don't even give a fuck about TikTok. The only good part about TikTok is that I can watch copyrighted material. But I can watch copyrighted material just fine if I do shit with my headphones on, and then you guys just won't be able to listen to it. That's not my problem. That's not that big of a deal. It is It's toasty warm. I need to go turn the heater down now that it's toasty in here, so we can find that balance. Or I'm having a hot flash because I'm going through menopause, perimenopause, whatever. I'm getting better at knitting, have you noticed? Where is everyone? Probably doing something out in the world, or, you know, I'm shadow banned now. It's really hot in here. I have a fan underneath my bed blowing cold air up through the cracks right here, so there's a cold air breeze coming over here and back here, because I'm trying to keep like the stuff from touching the back window, because there's a lot of condensation that builds up on it and I don't want this to get moldy, mildewy, ucky yucky. Gio was in my live stream on Instagram earlier. He's doing something. He doesn't, ow, fuck. This pinky ring rips my fucking hair out. It has like sharp bits on it because it's coral. It's like coral reef with like diamonds and or whatever they're called. Aquamarine. Little tiny diamonds and aquamarines in it. But anyway, so rips out my hair. He's sick right now. He's got some kind of fucking sickness, so he's not, you know, he's not doing his normal thing. Also, listen, if you love me and you love our little group, Nikki from, you know, Nikki Needs a Nap, she has been live streaming recently, actually for the last like month or so. And dude, she's doing really well. And I'm so fucking proud of her for taking the jump and doing live streams. She's been like, you know, earning money. And I just feel like I don't know, I'm just really proud of her. And I just knew she could do it. And also, we met in person. We went out together and had lunch and played with the kiddos, because she is actually a local to me. She lives really close compared to all of you guys. Nikki is like, she's literally like Josh's next door neighbor, basically. So, like we could hang out in real life now. And we've been meaning to for literally a year. We were supposed to get together on Thanksgiving of 2024, but we just never did. And, I just want her to do really well. I want her to blow up, but I want her to blow up just so much that she has a good support network of people that are going to like be there and be good to her, but not so much that she has to get like a manager and a fucking publicist and like, you know, all that kind of crap that's like difficult to manage. Nobody wants to deal with that. Okay, Cass. You got definitely, your dog takes priority right now, so. I say a little prayer for all my friends are having like pedo issues right now, like pet-o. That didn't sound right. But anyway, so all my friends, all my bestest people are having animal issues right now. One of my people's cats passed away. The other cat is having a bile duct blockage and is in need of surgery or is in recovery from the surgery now. And then the situation that I'm not going to discuss that I was made aware of with, you know, your situation. And then there was one other person, I can't remember exactly right now where I saw it, but someone else was having some animal issues. I think it was here in real life. I'm already getting better at knitting. Doopy doopy doo. But yeah, I don't quite understand exactly what it was that set Crystal off, but boy, oh boy, she is fired up. Oh, and another little like point of context to get out there into the universe. You know, it's funny how she's able to like talk shit and like constantly slander my name all over the internet, do whatever she wants, get her little, you know, internet losers that are chronically online and like want to be cool and a part of the crowd, probably from Wisconsin and living in a trailer. But anyway, those people, you know, she's got like posting about me, talking shit and like whatever, right, to be her little minions, because people like that click together. My supporters are like people with mental health, like emotional maturity and like jobs and hobbies and stuff. So like nobody has the like gumption to like do the drama and the gossip and the like nefarious, like, you know, the creep behavior, unhinged stalker stuff. But what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I just think it's really funny. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So I posted, people were like, oh yeah, well if it's this way, what someone posted, I called her out. I was like posting something and I was calling her out in a thread, and someone was like, oh, well, you know, as a mental health professional of 10 years, you know, it sounds like you are the stalker and you're the unhinged one. And I was like, a mental health professional of 10 years is commenting on internet beef? Yeah, believable. So then he blocked me. But I didn't, I was just like, that's weird. Someone who claims to be a mental health professional is saying, you know, is acting like someone who has bad mental health, but go off, queen. But then I posted literal proof that they were curious about, showing exactly like why she's bad and why you shouldn't hire her to do your hair. Because here's proof right here. This is a job that I had. This is why she's stalking me. Here's the reason why she started stalking me to begin with. It's because I fixed this mess. She literally had extensions. Like usually you blend the hair, like you can make an extension as long as you want, as you just take new sections of hair and build on the bottom of it. She took two like extensions, the kind of like temporary extensions with the loop on the top that you usually braid in, and she put them together like this. So it was literally a chain link in the middle of the hair, like very obvious. And so I was like, yo, I never named her. I was being very respectful of it. And actually, so I posted that in the comments, and someone was like, you should name who's the person who did this, because like we have a right to know like who did this kind of work. And I was like, that's the funny thing, is I didn't ever name her in the original post. I wasn't trying to call her out specifically. I was just trying to tell people like, yo, if you don't want this to happen to you, just do your due diligence. Crystal took it as a personal vendetta. I never named Crystal until she started coming for me. And that's why she's been coming for me ever since February like 24th of 2021. I think I saw the date on that post. But I never called her out personally. I never want to do that. I wouldn't want someone to do that to me if I fucking messed up, you know what I mean? I'd want someone to try to resolve it privately, but I was going to use the job the hard work that I spent fucking 3 days, and I should have been charging her $1,500, but instead I did it for free. 3 days of my life, 24 hours of my time. And, you know, because Crystal messed it up, I have a right to post about it on social media and use it as an opportunity to advertise how good I am at my job. And I never named her, but she decided that was her reason to attack me for now 6 years. But anyway, so I posted that to show like, hey, this is exactly what happened and this is why she's up my ass. And those fucking assholes, and it's funny because I looked at who the admin was of this group, someone from Wisconsin. I knew it. Someone with like rotten teeth up at the gum line, lives in a trailer in Wisconsin, has like dreadlocks that smells like fucking cat vomit. I know exactly the type of people. Anyways, so instead of instead of messaging me or saying anything, they just silently removed me from the group. A group that I've been in for damn near like 10 years, that I always add, you know, helpful commentary. I add a lot to that group. I was there literally helping a girl do her hair, her henna just the other day. So, and now I'm blocked from the group because I posted proof of what Crystal does. You're not allowed to show anything that Crystal does wrong. And that's why someone asked me in the comment section, like, oh, well, why is there nobody like calling her out and there's people calling you out? Because the minute you call her out and you say anything, you get banned. You get fucking, your shit gets deleted. You're not able to. You can't comment under her shit. She'll within seconds delete it. And that's when my friend Crystal posted a fucking picture of my client on her Instagram talking shit about my work. And the lady was like, I don't appreciate this. Take my fucking picture down. And Crystal deleted her picture, her comment, and she called her out in another comment and deleted within two seconds. Like, Crystal is chronically online. She's in this room right now. And it's very fucking weird behavior. It's absolutely bizarre. Happy New Year's, Pebbles! Oh, thank you, Easy Life. That makes me happy. Resting with his mom. Okay. I'm glad that he's home. I was worried a little bit about that. Yeah, that's the funny thing, Slim Jim, is it started over fucking dreadlock extensions. And the wild part is literally every person who, like, Crystal is like the leader of a group of people who, like I said, rotten teeth at the gum line, lives in trailer parks, probably Wisconsin, likely listens to ICP, backyard wrestling fans, dreadlocks. You know the type I'm talking about, right? You can build a picture in your mind. Those are her like little minion people, chronically online, fat, sweaty, pimply, no life, gross, absolutely vile people, both inside and out. It's their sick and miserable personalities are coming out of the pustules on their face and neck and under their chin and jawline. So anyway, these people are en masse participating in Crystal's bullshit behavior, right? So all of the people who participate in the stalking and harassing of me, every single fucking one of them has dreadlocks. What does that say about dreadlock people? And people wonder why I fucking retired from doing dreadlocks. I don't want to be around those type of people. I don't want to be around smarmy people. I don't want to be the one doing hair for people like that, where I am the person that they like are contacting for like their hair emergency and they feel like they're superior to me in some way because they're paying me to do a service for them. Meanwhile, they're fucking stinking up my house with their armpits and fucking under breast cheese odor. Fuckers. But yeah, all this started over dreadlocks. Dreadlock extensions, 100%. This unhinged lunatic doesn't know how to take criticism and has made it her personal goal to stalk and harass me because it's literally the only way she gets any fucking attention on the internet is talking about me. She has a Discord dedicated to talking shit about me. And it's the only way she gets attention on the internet is because it's drama and people love to be up in the drama. And they love to feel like they're helping, the person they support do something, And again, let's remember these are people who are like trailer park Wisconsins, and she's from California, okay? And so she like travels sometimes and does dreadlocks or whatever. So she's like, oh, so cool to them. Wow. You need to lay down, Orly. No more outside. Why do I see halos? I see halos around all the lights. Maybe I'm tired. Under cheese breast odor. Yeah. Yeah, it's like that under boob. It's like cheese, like stinky cheese. Comes from their fucking thighs, their inner thighs, and they're under their breasts. And behind their ears. Smells like a fucking piercing. Like, not just bad breath. We're talking about like the most vilest of human odors. Dude, I've had to do people's dreadlocks where like their scalp was literally 4 inches deep in matted hair and skin flakes. And not just like skin flakes, like I'm talking about like some type of weird fungus or something growing on that head. Like, it's just, the people with dreadlocks are fucking disgusting. Especially men. Especially the men, because men already kind of don't give a fuck, and like, so they do man things, jobs where they sweat and get like oily and greasy, like not personal oil, like literal motor oil, you know what I'm saying, or kitchen oil. They get gross, and that's not something you want like sitting up in your dreads building up. How could you have like so much skin when you touch your scalp and you literally feel like lumpy, bumpy, like mountainous ranges of flesh dried and crisp off your like, doesn't that make you want to like soak your scalp in water and scrub the ever living shit out of it? You know, like I'm talking about like people who don't wash their hair for years and then be like, oh, I need maintenance. You need to wash your hair is what you need to do. She could have them. I don't want to do their hair anymore. I have better things to do with my life. Like sit on my ass and crochet. That for one. Are you kidding me? No thanks. The money's not worth it. And the amount of like I hurt more from doing dreadlocks than I hurt from raking for 6 hours straight, or like cleaning a house for 6 hours straight. I would much rather do that. You know, I'm so sick of people with dreadlocks. I am so fucking sick of them. Rude, backstabbing. Every single person who has fucked me over or like done me dirt since I have moved here has got dreadlocks. Roxanne, who fucking stole half of my land, dreadlocks. Cletus, the fucking weirdo that she moved in the day after I put her on my title so that we could have a mom community and raise our kids without no man. Dreadlocks. Jennifer Sisson, Crystal Schleinling, dreadlocks. Jennifer Sisson is the girl who started to stalk and harass me. I think she disappeared, honestly. I haven't seen or heard anything about her in a while, or really even thought about her, but until I mentioned her, I think yesterday or whatever. But she was like attempting to be like a little Crystal Jr., but I think I might have like made her understand that she has no business. She's not as she's not as good at being a psycho as Crystal is. She's a little bit stupid. And so like she's like illiterate stupid, and like just got no brains, no common sense, no education, no book learning, like illiterate and dumb. But anyway, so she's not quite as savvy as Crystal is. If Crystal like used this energy to do literally anything positive, she would succeed because she's like, got tenacity. But this lady, it's not the same. She's not like intelligent and insane. She's just insane. But so this lady who was like joining in the participating in the stalking and harassing. This fucking girl was, I told her, like, I found out through the grapevine that she had just gotten her certificate to foster children and in the county that she lives in, and I saw the certificate with my own eyeballs. And so I just thought that was, so I know the name of the lady who wrote the certificate. I know the like division in the department that she's trying to get money from the government fostering children. Probably it's not in your best interest to be like literally stalking and harassing someone openly on social media and then using that same account to post thirst traps of yourself, highly edited thirst traps of yourself on other like dreadlock related Reddit pages. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, she's not as savvy as Crystal, you know? Crystal knows how to cover her steps better because Crystal is an intelligent person. Like I said, if she put this energy towards literally anything that could benefit her life in some way, but instead she chooses it to stalk me. Like, why don't you stalk a celebrity, you know? Like, then you might be able to actually like make money and like become like, you know, that's what happened to that guy Sloan. He was just posting videos about on social media about celebrity gossip, and he was being a little nosy bitch, and now he like is one of the celebrities in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could do that but she chooses to stalk me instead. Happy New Year, Brian. I love you too. Slim Jim, I keep reading your comment and it makes me chuckle every time. Under cheese. It's called Framunda. Framunda cheese. And it's real too. I'm not even kidding when I say these fucking dreadlock nasty fucks, these Wisconsin trailer park people who support Crystal. I've had to work on a few people's hairs. I've had to do repairs on, you know, some people who realized she screwed them over. And, dude, I'm not even kidding. It smells like a soft cheese that was like left out too long and like got like funky. Or like cheese that's fermenting. So it has like that like pungentness to it. And you have to be like over them, like literally, so any of the scent coming from their crotch or like whatever is just emanating. And like, it's right, like, how does you not smell yourself? There's only so much nose blindness that exists. Like, if it's making, you know, people's eyes water, like fucking vinegar, probably. Like, you gotta notice. I literally cracked up when I saw that fucking person was from Wisconsin. I was like, dude, I fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. I need to keep checking these messages. Wait, my hand hurts. Why is it so fun to bite your chip lip area? White hippie dreadlocks. My ex's dreads smell like cocoa butter. Oh, yeah, no, we're definitely talking about white people dreadlocks. Without a doubt. Like, for the most part, it is like built in habitually. Black people understand, like, even when you don't wash your hair all the time, because I have worked on some like really nasty black person dreadlocks that were like, you know, they did not wash their hair, they didn't scrape their scalp, they didn't use cocoa butter, they didn't take care of it, and it was really fucking nasty too. That shit is nasty too. And it's like actual chunks and stuff, and like it builds up in the dreadlocks, and they get like a line of like that funk that comes out in the dreadlocks now. But for the most part, that's few and far between. The numbers far outnumber, like the ratio is different, but black people clients versus white people clients. For the majority, the black clients that I saw always like, you know, put on lotion, and like, so always presented themselves to the world like clean and shiny, literally, because they're always putting, you know, like good oils in their hair, putting it on their skin. They don't want to be dry, they don't want to be flaky, and it's much more noticeable when your skin is darker, because skin flakes look ashy, right? So it's something that is instilled, especially in women, from childhood, how to take care of yourself, how to like have a good wash routine. These are all things that like are instilled. With white people, it's totally different. The majority of the white people who I worked on at Dreadlocks and this is Oregon, okay, where there's a lot of weed trimming and a lot of, you know, like outside type work, farm work, off-grid people. Like there's a certain like understanding where you have to kind of lower your expectations of what like dirty is. Like if it's actual dirt and like whatever, you kind of have to like, all right, well, that's not dirty. That dirty is like like filth, you know, like shit and skin and oil and grime, you know, body oil, rancidness. That's a totally different, and that is like, I don't understand that. Like the whole thing about like white people not using washcloths has always baffled me too. I am personally anal retentive. I use a washcloth and I start at the top. I wash first thing I do while the washcloth is still clean, I wash my face, my ears, behind my ears, and like under my chin, my neck, whatever. And then after I rinse my face off, then I go and I use that washcloth from my neck all the way down to the bottoms of my feet. And you just start at the top and work your way down. I want to exfoliate. So here's the thing, that I get weirded out when I dry off and there's little pilling dead skin, you know, coming off on me, or like flecks from the towel. It has to be a clean towel. I can't get hair on me or anything when I dry off. I don't want dust or cat hair or dog hair on me. I have to be drying off, and I have to be perfectly smooth and not pilly, because I put lotion on, and I don't want that lotion to like, I don't want to feel like I'm rubbing ickiness into my skin. It's just like a personal heeber-jeeber, and like I can't be talked off of it. Like I need to scrub every square inch of my body. I need to exfoliate the dead skin cells, because God forbid they build up and then they touch me. I just never understood it, but it is true, dude. I'm telling you, the white people that I've worked on, like statistically, I would say that my client base when I was doing dreadlocks was 50-50, white people versus black people. But majoritively, the black clients that I had took very good care of themselves and were very conscientious about, like, you know, keeping their dreadlocks well, like the skin hydrated and clean or whatever. But the majority of the white people that I worked on, it was the opposite for them. Yeah. I kind of prefer, like, I love working on 4C Afro kinky hair, but because it's like it's like interesting, where you don't have to do the same things. You don't have to back comb it in order to get it to do like the same things, because it's already got such a high curl. It's basically back combed kind of already for you. But I do prefer the kind of like sloppy, loose, like hair look that straight wavy hair makes with dreadlocks, like the way that my hair looks. I prefer that look to the tightly maintained, defined sections that tend to be right. You just use your hands. People ask me, Literally, someone commented on my YouTube video the other day. I don't remember which one it was. It must have been my most recent one of my most recent live streams. But it was like, how do you shower? And I was like, with soap and water? You? Dude, I had like 4 people gas me up in public today. I went to the green medicine store because I had to buy a new battery for my my green medicine. Remember my green medicine battery died the other day? It might have been Gio, who was the only person here at the time, but it died. So I had to buy a new one, and this is like a big fancy thing. But while I was in there, I got complimented by 2 different people at 2 different times, like one who was leaving and then one who was just arriving. Both complimented me on my dreadlocks, and then another guy was like, what is this? And like, oh man, that's so, and he dabbed me. I was like, what's going on? I'm literally dressed like this. My old mascara was worse earlier, but I don't know. Something was going on today with my energy. I don't know. I just feel like something has changed in the vibe of something in my life. Like something has done a little flipperooski. And I don't know if it's like New Year's 2026 is going to be like the year of truth and justice and like action, or like the actual justice coming out, because like truth was exposed. Year of 2025 was the year of truth, right? Everything was exposed. But I think in 2026 things are actually going to be like resolved, and justice will be found for like all these things that have happened and were exposed in 2026. So I think that's kind of what I'm sensing, maybe a little bit. I don't know, but something feels like different in like the best way possible. Like everything, I don't know, there's just something feels different. Oh, I don't have to hide from this camera, I forgot. It has a fucking air regulator on the bottom. There's this dial down here. I can't use that hand. My wrist is fucked up. So you can have more or less oxygen. That's more oxygen. See, it's like open now. And then you twist it. And now it's like closed. So the smoke is thicker. It's pretty cute. So I have to figure out which I like more. Guys, please don't forget to like this stream. Oh, the fuck? I was stuck on some shit. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to answer the Q&A thing. If you don't comment in the chat, you're a stalker. I can also go back later and see everybody who was in, like, I can't click it right now to view every person who's in the live stream, but I can go back and look at every single comment and every single person who ever walked in the chat. So if you don't want me to know who you are, you should probably get out. Or you should say something, not be a creeping weirdo. It's stalker, y'all. Stalkery behavior. To not chat and sit and only watch. It's like voyeuristic or whatever. Why does it smell like steak is cooking? Orly, did you set yourself on fire? No, you're right there. Why does it smell like steak? It really smells like steak is cooking. It's like yummy. Guys, I have been, thank you for leaving, stalker. I have been like talking over the last few days to 3 separate individuals. Our very own Whirly Girl is one of them, who has decided to take on knitting or crochet. 3 of my people in my life are learning how to crochet right now, or just got a crochet stuff. They're like starting their journey. And it is so awesome because pretty soon I'm going to have accidentally, completely just by existing and doing what I love and just doing so out loud, I am going to accidentally have my own little crochet club. So if you are a crocheter or a knitter, please, please, please let me know. I am going to do a tier on my Patreon. I got a Patreon, guys. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you. Patreon/Subliminal Locks. So you can find me at Subliminal Locks. But anyways, so we'll start a little freaking crochet club together, knitting club together. I think that would be really fun because one of us could buy the pattern and then we could all share it. And because we're not profiting off of it, we're allowed to do that. You're not allowed to make a profit off of those patterns, but you're allowed to share them with your family and friends. And you can make projects and sell what you make as long as you mention the project that you got the pattern, that you got, where you got it from. Dude, I think it would be fun. We should do it. I'm sad that I can't do box balling for a while. Whatever Crystal is posting on social media, I am getting followers like crazy right now. What was I just gonna do? Oh yeah.
I love how TikTok you.
Okay. Happy New Year. I love you. Hello. Okay, sorry about that. You know, I was realizing just a moment ago during my phone conversation with my friend that I think that Crystal might actually, so I'm the kind of person, let's remember, that I learn things through painful experiences. I learn things the hard way, right? I think that Crystal might be my bizarro version of a guardian angel. Like, everything that she has done to harm me has actually backfired, and it hasn't like blown up in her face, but it actually has had the complete opposite reaction that she had anticipated. Like, she anticipated contacting my friends and family, like people that were my friends, and trying to alienate them from me in order to cause me pain or to like get information about me. And the thing is that like I am a very trusting and person in general. Like I like to believe that, because I don't lie or anything, I just assume that people are not lying and are just representing themselves to be. I am extremely authentic, and I am myself no matter what room I walk into. I'm the same person. And so I just like don't realize that other people aren't like that, and they like actually make a concerted effort to be different, so I just don't think about that. So I will sometimes not listen to my discernment, or now I'm not like that, but before, like previous to 2023, I was like that. 2022, previous to 2022, I was like that. I didn't use my discernment, and I ended up getting myself into situations where I would like not trust my gut, because I'd be like, look, Heather, look at them being so nice and treating people with respect. No, your gut's wrong. No. And so then I wouldn't listen to it. Well, then come to find out, fast forward, we just kind of fell out, not talking anymore. No real like bad blood or anything, but we just kind of just don't talk anymore. And then all of a sudden I see like our text messages in the Reddit, or Crystal's using everything that girl said as ammunition. Or then I just outright see screenshots of that girl literally with her very own actual screen name talking shit. And it's just like, oh, wow. Like, you were right all along, but you didn't listen to your discernment. But anyways, Crystal's like a weird version of a guardian angel, because she has literally any person who was like actually my friend is even more so my friend after this experience, or like whenever she reaches out to them, it only makes them love me more, because they see firsthand that everything I'm saying is absolutely true, because now they have personal experience interacting with her in some way. Or the people believe what she says without ever questioning it or considering that's not my character, or like that doesn't sound like me, or like that sounds like a bunch of bullshit, or she seems unhinged and a little manic to like go off like that. If she sends one person a wall of text with a bunch of images, she's sending multiple people that same thing. It's not just one. It's like it's like roaches. You see one, there's a million behind the scenes. That's how it is with her. So, like, for someone to just believe it about me and then turn around and be like, "Oh yeah, really? Well, here's some screenshots." Like, that's Crystal. You're doing me a favor. You're getting people out of my life that are not true friends to me. Oh no. I mean, it does hurt, don't get me wrong. The feeling of losing people I thought were my friends is a painful experience, but it's a pain that it's like the pain that you get from working out. It's like the pain from when you're massaging a muscle. It's like a good pain. It hurts, but it's medicine. So I just want to say thank you to my guardian angel in disguise, Crystal Schleinling, who has made it her life's goal and single focus to alienate me from people who aren't really my friends, and to spend all of her, like, here's the thing, like, if people aren't gossiping about you, then like, Are you even real? Like it's like Schrodinger's cat. If people aren't talking about you, you're not worth talking about. No offense to anybody, that's not on social media. I don't mean people on regular schmegulars. I mean people who live out, live public lives or put themselves out there publicly. If people aren't talking about you, then how is it that you're getting recognition? How, the more people she gets in her Discord, the more people that she has on that Reddit, the more people who are my fans. People who obsess over you are not people that don't like you. These are people who very much want a piece of you, but because you have like boundaries, you don't give them access to you, they go behind the scenes and try to gain the knowledge and the access with force through nefarious means. That's a fucking obsessed fan. That's not a hater. That is a fan. That is an obsessed, an obsessed fanatic. Why is this taking so long? I'm trying to duet my video and it is not working. I really hope that girl gets her TikTok account so that she can join me in this live stream. I really want to help her get followers. I wanted to tell you guys all about her. She's cool. She's like a real one. Like if you enjoy me, you'll enjoy her. She's a little bit more like in your face than I am. She's probably, she seems, I don't know, maybe like, I wonder what sign she is. She looks visibly like a Leo, but I'm gonna guess. First thing I thought of was a Taurus. You guys, someone has a crush on me. Like, someone, I didn't know they had a crush on me until like literally today. I just realized it today. Like, actually over the course of the last couple days. And the crazy thing is that I kind of at one point had a crush on this person. But I would never, ever, ever like take action or say anything or like try to instigate anything. But anyway, this person has like been messaging me recently, like long messages. Like, that whole saying, like, if he wanted to, he would kind of a thing. He's talking about how he wants to come and like visit and how it's amazing that I live here in this area now because I'm so much closer. And yeah, so like I might have a date, a Hot Springs date. And you guys, oh my God, he's like, so this is like the part where I had a little crush on him, but I never in a million years ever thought that anything would come of it because, dude, he's like friends with like celebrities and stuff. And it's weird because, like, he's not just like, has a product, he grows something, and it's not cannabis, it's nothing illegal, it's actually way cooler than that, but I don't want to talk about it because I'm not even remotely interested in anyone sussing out who he is. But anyways, he grows something that is very expensive and very high in demand, and it's also like his kind of like art form in a way. So he has like really important people, like, celebrities or whatever. And his best friend, since like the neighborhood growing up, is a celebrity singer person. And that's interesting to consider. I'm just shocked that someone of this like this caliber is like interested in me. But I guess it's like we've been friends on social media, and because we have so many same interests, I guess not just friends on social media, but because we have like similar interests or whatever, we've kind of just ended up talking about, like, you know, he helped me out like when it came to my water system back in like my old place. He helped me out with some information about that. He's helped me out with like a lot of information about how to do a lot of the stuff that I was trying to take on by myself. And I think he has developed a, like, there's like a level of mutual respect. I don't think it's like, oh, he wants to, like, you know, try to hook up. Like, if he was to come and visit me, it wouldn't be like that. There would be no hooking up or kissing or anything like that involved. It would just be like going and doing something cool or working on my bus or something like that. But it's pretty interesting to think about. Also, another friend of mine who does bus life, we were talking about them coming and doing, what's it called? Hot springs, because there's a couple of really cool hot springs within, like, you know, a 20-mile radius. Actually, there's a lot more than that, but there's some really cool hot springs around here and some really cool water places. And if you've got a house on wheels, that's where it's at. Especially in the snow, you just drive your little house on wheels. You make sure you have everything you need right before a storm, and you go park up somewhere in the mountains and ride out the storm. You know, you can't move once the snow falls. You have to wait for someone to come and clear the snow, or the snow to melt a little bit. But it's fun. That's my idea of a cool excursion. Disappearing into the woods for a few days. That's one of the things that me and Craig used to do that attracted me so much to him, is that I felt like he was competent and he would do whatever it took to get it done. Like chopping firewood, trying to light a fire that's wet wood. He would spend as much time necessary. He would go on hikes to go and try and find what he needed. Like, he was a getter done. So I was very, you know, I didn't never have to worry. So we could go out into the woods for days on end and disappear, and I was never in a position where I felt in danger, because like he could do fucking anything. It's still loading. Bro, what is going on? It's had like time to download the whole thing, and like it's hot in here. Oh, I'm so freaking happy, dude. Oh man, instantly cold. I think I'm just having a hot flash. Just do this. No, it's definitely hot in here. There's that hot wave of air. We had such a good day today. I went and took Elliot and Josh out to lunch. We had a really good lunch. I had an elk burger. It was so good. We went to this place called McMiniman's. Josh. I think my husband is flirting with me. Hello, can you please link everybody to my Patreon account? I need to copy. I wish I could add a comment, but it won't let me. Metal. Yep. Crystal started stalking and harassing me all because I made a post that said, research your dread maker. I never named her. I never made it obvious who was the original person who did the work. She found the post and inserted herself into that narrative. And then people found out it was her that did the job. But I never mentioned her because I wanted to protect her a little bit. You know, I didn't know who she was. I didn't want to just, you know, come for her complete and total business like that. It wasn't my place to do that. But after she was super nasty and then, you know, started calling the person who I did the hair for, the repair work for, a meth addict, and she's picked her hair out and all this jazz. And then Crystal started like trying to find the 2 people out of the 10 years I've been doing dreadlocks who had a bad experience with me, and that wrote like negative reviews or whatever. And so she found them and then started using, like, posting all of their comments and stuff, talking shit about me. It's just all because I told people, hey, just do your due diligence before you pay someone thousands of dollars to come into your house and then just disappear into the night. You know, like, don't just give people money willy-nilly without, you know, some kind of an idea of what you're getting yourself into, because look what could happen to you. If it could happen to her, it could happen to anybody. She, you know, was actually kind of did her due diligence. But because everybody who tells what Crystal does gets deleted, or Crystal goes on a rampage trying to destroy their life, people are afraid to talk about how bad she did their hair. I have a group, a private group on Facebook Messenger with like 40 people in it, okay? People that Crystal has fucked up their hair, people who have had to do repair work on people that Crystal has screwed over, or like done the work and then never came back for their free maintenance, you know, or whatever. Like there's a huge network of people, but no one is willing to come forward, which really is fucking lame. I should just fucking start screenshotting everything and out everybody, fuck them all. But because nobody wants to go through what I'm going through, they refuse to speak up about it. And it's fucked, because she literally screws people over. And the funny thing is the people who, all the people who say she does such a good job, look at, she does my dreadlocks, have terrible fucking dreadlocks. None of them have nice hair. And none of them keep their dreadlocks either. It's all quick fly by night. She's the one who like is so chronically online that she catches like new people who just got dreadlocks. She comes in and she catches them when they're new, and then she ruins their experience so that they like end up cutting their dreads out or quitting having dreads for some reason or another because of their experience with her. You know, that's why I've decided, I posted a video on my main page yesterday, but I've decided that I don't know if I posted it here on YouTube. I should probably do that. But I've decided that I want to start a tier on Patreon, and I am going to offer for like, I don't know, maybe like $5 a month. I'm going to offer to teach people how to do their own dreadlocks. I want to teach people how to do their own hair so that they don't ever have to pay someone to do their hair again. I will teach people how to do maintenance. I will teach people how to do repair work, super repair work, extensions, different hair textures, how to take care of different hair textures, how to work on different hair textures. I will teach people everything. I'm not here to gatekeep, dude. That's not what I'm about. So I think it's unfair. And that's actually, when I was doing dreadlocks, there's another reason why I didn't have a lot of clients. I've been doing this for 10 years, and the goal is 5 years. That's it. You should only have to go get maintenance for the first 5 years that you have dreadlocks. After that, you should be able to maintain it yourself. There's no reason why you should be paying someone. And so I, over the course of 5 years, set all of my clients up so that they would be able to do their own hair. I filled their heads with knowledge, and I taught them how to do their own hair. So after 5 years, they no longer needed me. I don't think it's good to have a crochet needle going through your hair. I don't care if you are super gentle. it breaks the hair here and there. And over time, even the crochet needle just scratching the hair shaft can do damage. So the goal for me with my clients is to not only teach them how to maintain and upkeep their own hair enough so that they are constantly kind of doing things on a daily basis, which means they never need to do like a day of maintenance, because they're always kind of like fixing that little thing here, or like, you know, keeping an eye on that over there. You know, they know how to do it, separating them, putting loose hair in or whatever. But also, your hair after 5 years should dreadlock itself. You should not need maintenance after 5 years, because if you set the foundation from the beginning correctly, then you will not need that. So that's the thing about Crystal, is what she's doing is creating customers. She's creating repeat customers because they have issues with their dreads, and then they hire her to fix it, and then time goes by and, oh, it's normal to have issues with your... No, it's not. It's not normal to need repairs on your dreadlocks all the time. That's not normal. If you need to have repairs on your dreadlocks, it's because the person's not doing your dreadlocks correctly and is damaging your hair. Like, that's just all there is to it. You should... And so, like, over the course of the time that people are my clients, I start out with a strong foundation, and I help guide their hair into the perfect set of dreadlocks that will dreadlock itself and needs pretty much zero maintenance. All it needs is basic upkeep, separating them. The hair will literally dreadlock itself. I don't do maintenance on my hair hardly ever. Maybe once every like year or two, maybe. I'll go through and like kind of tidy it up or whatever. But I also snag my hair and tangle it and like fuck my shit up. And I have exceptionally tangly hair. My hair loves to be knotted up, and it will literally turn into like, it'll felt without like a felting needle. Like if you just let it, it will 100%, everything will get into one, and it'll be impossible to undo because the hair will just break if you try to comb it, because it's fine hair and it just tangles like spider silk would tangle. But anyway, so people with like thick individual hair strands can 100% never need maintenance again after 5 years. That's a totally feasible, reasonable thing to work towards. And it's just ridiculous how, you know, I'm trying to help people have the best hair that they could possibly have, and she's just trying to make a fucking buck. Okay? So it's just so ironic that, you know, that these newbies come in to the scene and like talk shit on her behalf, not realizing that she's just using and manipulating them. She doesn't actually these people aren't her friends. She's not friends with people. She's using you. If you no longer serve a purpose in her life, she will push you aside. This is what happens to everyone in her life. Like, these are common themes. Oh no, did I accidentally add an extra stitch on this side? No, I didn't. Yay! It's so funny though, you know, like I've thought all this time, like, oh, she's like such a fucking ridiculous person, like she's so hateful, like she's trying to do me harm, you know. I was thinking that this whole time, and it's crazy because that's just not the way it is. Like, she's been such a blessing in my life. She has exposed things that I didn't know were, you know, she's alienated me from all of the fake fucking friends and exposed them all to me. And caused people to come from out of nowhere and be like, oh my God, I saw this post, this girl talking shit about you, but so it made me curious about you. So I started watching your content for myself out of curiosity and kind of hate. And I realized after about, you know, an hour, I actually really like you and think you're funny and cool. So anyway, I've made a lot, like over 50 at this point, friends and followers that way. You know, people that are supporters or like mutuals. And yeah, this lady that I was talking to today, that Crystal was fucking with, is another example. She's just like a a really like raw, down to earth person, and I think that she seems pretty cool. Again, you know, my ability to suss out people is not the best because I always just assume the best in people. So I never know. I like to find out. I don't like to build pictures of people in my mind of what I think they might be like. I like to just like discover people for who they actually are over time. People are fascinating without my imagination running wild. Dude, why do I have fucking halos? It looks like there's bulbs on my light bulbs. Like they look circular to me, these lights. The ones that are... so weird. Oh man, I had elk burger and I had tiramisu. Elliot got a praline salted caramel with hazelnut tart thing. It had like a warm brownie bottom, like a blondie brownie kind of, and it had like this like dense hazelnutty praline soft salted caramelly top layer. Oh, so it was warm and it was good. Every McMinimans apparently has a mystery dessert. It's different at each location. So we got one mystery dessert. Happy New Year! It's New Year's on the East Coast right now, isn't it? Was there any attacks in New York? I kind of anticipate there being some kind of fuck shit. Already 3 people have joined the free tier. I already have 3 members on my Patreon. Christine, I got a Patreon finally. You guys! Listen, I'm not a liberal, like, blowhard about the whole immigration crisis, you know? I'm also not a Republican conservative about the whole immigration crisis. But let me fucking tell you what Elliot and I witnessed with our own fucking 2 fucking eyeballs, okay? Elliot and I witnessed someone getting kidnapped by ICE. Dude, so, we were in Eugene, and we were going, I can't remember where we were going. We drove down this street, and there was someone selling oranges right there. And I looked at Elliot, and I was like, dude, that person should not be here in this town right now selling oranges. Like, that's dangerous. If they are illegal, they're gonna get, it doesn't matter if they're illegal or not. Like, if you're brown and you're selling oranges on the side of the road, you're gonna get snatched, especially in Eugene right now. It's near Portland, everything's hot as fuck, right? Or I guess cold as fuck. Anyway, on our way back, what do we see? Someone snatching that person. Someone snatched up that person. Literally. Right off the side of the road. Left their tent and everything. Their tent, their oranges left behind. And the crazy part is that on the Eugene, like the Lane County, like community group or whatever, about a week ago, I saw a post literally saying the same thing, that a woman, like she videoed it, I think. It was a photograph or a video. I can't remember if it was of the person getting snatched or it was like what the aftermath. But she was like, dude, I just watched a person selling oranges on the side of the road or whatever, fruit on the side of the road, get snatched by ICE. And she's like, their tent is left behind. She's like, I'm posting it here, so maybe someone who knows them will see this and like collect the tent and the oranges and like get their car and stuff that's just parked there. So anyway, I had that fresh in my mind. That's why I told Elliot, like, it's not safe for that person to be doing that here right now. This is like bad, this is not good to be doing. It's not safe. And sure enough, crazy pants. So anyways, guys, I got a Patreon, and so if you guys would like to go over there and join, I have a free tier so that you don't have to pay. There is a pay tier also that will be getting, the paid tier will have a lot more things. Like I'm probably gonna start posting like private videos and like talk more openly about like stuff that I wouldn't normally talk about here because of like the stalkers who always just lurk and never comment. I don't even mean just Crystal, but I just mean all of them in general, the lurkers. And yeah, I'm talking to you lurkers who are in here now, not commenting and just watching. But anyway, I do have a paid tier as well. And so I will, if you want, instead of having, because Jackie, you have your membership here, maybe next month do that there. I'm not sure what the price, hi Chris, I'm not sure what the price like is set at or whatever, but I only am gonna have like, I'll have 2 tiers on the Patreon eventually. One is for the knitting club, crochet club, and that'll just be the people who are crocheting. It's gonna be separate and different. But there'll be, for everyone else, like I'll have just one tier. It'll be like $3. That's the minimum that they'll allow me to set it for, I think. And yeah, because on Patreon I can do so much more. I can do way more than I can do for any memberships or subscription stuff here. It's crazy. When I show up, I'm too loud not to say anything. Hello, hello. Long time no see. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I'm cold. So sick of these damn hot flashes. When the heater's running, I'm like burning up. The minute the heater stops and all the heat immediately starts to dissipate and it gets cold in here, and then I'm like wanting to put my sweater back on. It's just like I'll be wanting to take it off again as soon as the heat kicks on. You've never been a lurker, Chris. I definitely wasn't referring to you. I mean, maybe you were a lurker and I didn't know previously, but... Oh, guys, don't forget to like and, like the stream. Oh, guys, I monetized my Facebook, partially. I didn't get, like, monetization on my reels yet. I just hit my fucking arm on my leg. It hurts real bad. Dude, it's so swollen. Anyways, I monetized my Facebook partially, and so I decided that I'm gonna start. I've used to be like Facebook, whatever, like that was the platform where I had like the most traction, and it was because I was a shit poster, and I had a group where I just did a lot of shit posting, and there was a lot of people in that group and followers of it or whatever. It was a page, not a group. Actually, I had a page and a group, but I gave the page away and left it. after the mom page that I had created that had like a lot of people. But I created a shit posting page with a girlfriend of mine in like 2009 or 2010. And I quit when I started. So honestly, in 2021, when Crystal started fucking stalking and harassing me, I did not know how to handle being attacked like that on the internet. So I shut down and I got PTSD. That's why I never check my notifications. I still have PTSD from the phone, from messages, unread messages and unread texts and things because of Crystal and the like campaign of harassment that she put me under in 2021 when she first started the whole thing. And I didn't know how to handle it at the time. I didn't handle it correctly. I crumbled and I hid from the internet and I deleted all of my apps from my phone. I stopped answering my text messages. I stopped answering my DMs. I went from a person who was like literally active on social media, like daily chatting with people, like multiple chats at one time, multiple people, like just being very social, to absolutely not talking to anybody for like a year and a half. And when I came back to the internet, I think it was like a year later, that's when I joined TikTok. And after about 4 months of being on TikTok, my TikTok went super mega ultra viral. It blew up. And after my TikTok went like super duper viral, I guess I just was not on TikTok, or I wasn't on Facebook much. I wasn't on Instagram much. Like if you go to my Instagram, my Subliminal Locks Instagram, you could see like there's a huge gap of time between like, you know, and that's because I just completely disappeared from the internet. And then I came back because I was like, you know, I was renewed, like refreshed. I got TikTok and I just literally, honestly, I had kind of forgotten. I didn't forget about like her and what she had done, but I did forget about her in the sense that I forgot she existed and just went about my life. And then I started getting all these messages from people who were crying about their hair being screwed up and wanting me to come and do their hair. And like they saw my social media blow up. And so now they're all reaching out to me again, wanting me to fix their hair and wanting this and that. And so I was like, holy shit, dude. In one month, I got like 8 messages from people crying to some degree, like literally and figuratively, about what Crystal did to their hair and how they don't know what to do. And so I posted on social media asking, hey, if anyone has ever been personally victimized by Crystal Schleinling, please reach out to me because like I will try to help you seek justice. Like I have a platform on social media now. I'm not afraid of her. Nothing, you know, she doesn't scare me, and she could literally do nothing to harm me because I'm so fucking insulated, like by God and in general. Like there's nothing she could take away from me that was mine or worth having anyway. So there was never any reason for me to be scared. I'm still not scared, which is why I call her out consistently. That whatever she does, I call it out. If I find out about it, I talk about it openly because I'm not going to let her get away with it. Fuck that. I sat silently, let her in the background destroy my dreadlock business, slander my name to high heaven. You know, she's made at this point like hundreds of pages, at least 100, if not more, pages to pretend to be people who know me, or to pretend to be me, or to pretend to be someone who doesn't like me, to make it look like there are more people who don't like me than actually there are. You know, she's got so many accounts in that Reddit. And the funny thing is that she's kind of fucking stupid. She's crafty and like methodical, like plotting and psychotic, but she's not like as literate as she likes to think. And because she very clearly has a Samsung phone, because she makes these typos that are very consistent across the board for her. and it's in the messages between her and Adam, the private DMs. The same type of typos are in the private messages. She's also a drinker based on some of the voice chats that she leaves people, and also the typos. But the way she text messaged Josh, it's very similar across the board. And so I can tell literally by looking at someone, the way they fucking write a message, that it's her. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of accounts that she's made on Reddit. Is it like really, like, genuine question, is it easy to create accounts on Reddit? Because I can't fathom like sitting and like typing out an email. Like how do you have all those email addresses? Like, how do you log into all those emails? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that a lot? Like, to have to remember all these random emails so that you have all these random accounts and all these random passwords? Like, does she have just like this mega file in her phone where she keeps all of the email addresses and all of the passwords, you know, all the information to these slander pages and stalker pages that she's got? It's just like, I couldn't even imagine making a second account for things that I actually need. You know what I mean? Like, really? Like, it took me 3 years to get that lean into the cringe account. It's taken me a year and a half to get 1,500 followers on that account, because like, it's hard to juggle more than one account. And that's why she's made the mistake so many times, especially recently, about coming into my live stream from her main account, is because she's meaning to come into my live stream from one of her stalker accounts that's also logged into her TikTok, but she's, you know, she doesn't check to make sure that she's logged into the correct account before she just searches my name and sees that I'm live, so, and then comes into the live stream. Pretty funny. But yeah, guys, I need you guys to really, truly, if you care and support and like, you know, what I do and just in general my person, I don't need you to give me any money or like, you know, go out of your way by doing anything, but just please, 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 if you see my content, like it, add a little comment, because that really makes a huge difference. Everything I post, you know, she's got these dozens of accounts, and so she is pressing the dislike button for everything that I post. And so because she's doing it through so many accounts, it suppresses my content, because she uses like 50 different login accounts to hit the dislike button or to like report my content or to click the I'm not interested. And so it actually, she single-handedly through all of her stalkery accounts is able to essentially shadow ban my stuff. And so every time I post a video, if the goal is to get views, I'm working an uphill battle basically 24/7. There's at no point am I just free to go about my life and just, you know, let things happen as they will. She's always in the background trying to stop me. Always. Happy New Year. Margot, did you just join my Patreon? Is that you? Oh, I thought there's someone named Margot joined my Patreon. Got it. Yeah, me too. It's something that, like, honestly, I should have done in 2022, but it's just one of those things, you know. I didn't think I had a reason to. I didn't want to have to try to get people on another platform. I just feel bad asking people to follow me to a different platform, you know, or like a lot of my followers, like, let's just be real, are like older women, you know, like, you know, in their, my demographic is predominantly women in their late 40s to mid 50s. And so, like, these are people who, like, you know, like, they're watching me because it's convenient on YouTube or it's convenient on TikTok, not necessarily because they're dedicated to watching me and will follow me across, you know, so many platforms. I don't want to, you know, ask people to do that either. I also don't want you guys to feel like I just am here to try to make money off of you or something like that either, you know, because you know, I'm going to do what I'm going to do no matter what, whether there's people in here or not. Shit. I've been going on Facebook and Instagram live, and there's 0 people in my live stream, and I'm talking to the camera the same as if I would be talking to all of you guys. You know, I don't care. I'm going to do exactly the same thing no matter whether there's, you know, 1 person in here or 600 people in here. I'm not going to do anything to solicit views from people. I'm not going to do anything to try and solicit money from anybody. If I'm in a position where I need money, you'll know about it because I will just directly ask you for money. I will ask my followers. I will say, "Oh my God, you guys, literally, I have an emergency or I have this fucked up situation and I do not have the money to cover it. Please, if anybody has the ability to help me," and I will just continue to say something about it until I find someone who will help me, because I'm not afraid to ask for what I need. But I am also, every time anyone from my following has ever given me money, I've done exactly, and they've seen that for themselves. That's why people are willing to still give me money. If I call, there's people I could call right now and ask to borrow money or just message rather, and they would be willing to do it because I have proven that everything I ask for is because I absolutely am, what I say I need, and what I'm using the money for, I'm using the money for at the end of the day. I don't lie, I don't manipulate, I'm not trying to scam my followers. There used to be a time where I relied on the kindness of my subscriber or my followers to keep me alive. When I was living in Wolf Creek all by myself and I was so frazzled and yelling at Elliot all the time, Crystal's dumbass, she titled one of the stalker pages, the bio, like, "Watch me abuse my child while I beg my my live stream for money." And it's just like such a nasty way to twist the reality. I was yelling at my son because I was literally in survival mode because I was being stalked and harassed, and CPS was coming to my house every day, and I didn't have running water and I didn't have electricity, and my generator, someone kept putting water in my gas cans. Someone was disconnecting my brake lights. Someone was creeping around my house. I had to get a dog. I had to leave because she was paying people to come to my house and assault me in the middle of the night. I had to escape with nothing, everything I could fit in my car, plus my dog and my cat and my kid. And I had to flee for my life. And so she creates a page and says exactly the town that I'm in so that she can let she's hiding out in this area. Like, why? What are you doing, dude? Like, are you okay? But, you know, it's just it's a nasty way to twist things. The reason I was yelling at my son is because I was in survival mode. I was so overwhelmed and I didn't have I couldn't see a way out of the situation, and I was desperate to get us into any other situation that was better than that, or to better the situation we were in. And so, you know, what happened? God literally delivered on a silver platter. I had to be willing to move into a tent for a little while. I had to be willing to sacrifice and suffer in order for God to give me exactly what I deserve. But here I am, literally 1 year later. I left my property in August of 2024. I've been here since October of 2024. And I own a business, a literal thriving business. I have the most amazing clients. I have regular clients. I have people who trust me, who count on me. I have purpose. I feel a sense of accomplishment and pride in myself. And I have learned so much more about myself, like what I'm truly capable of physically. I had no idea how strong I was. I had no idea I was so good at literally anything I try, I can do. If you show me how to do it, I can do it. And I didn't know that about myself because I did dreadlocks for so many years. And I was even getting to the point where I started to gaslight myself a little bit. I started to be like, maybe I wasn't like that good at dreadlocks. Maybe I was just like, okay. And like, I was just able to pass, and I was able to like, because I'm confident in dreadlocking stuff, I was able to sell myself, and convince people to hire me or whatever. Like maybe I wasn't actually that good at it until literally this past Monday, when I had the appointment with my last remaining, like she's literally my only client left, because I had, for the last 5 years, I'd been slowly getting rid of people. And when I bought my property in Wolf Creek, I officially retired because I'm moving, I'm homesteading. I will do my regulars hair if you want me to do. I had like 5 or 6 people who wouldn't go to anyone else. And, I slowly over the course of the last like 2 years was really like pushing them to like figure it out or whatever. But I was willing to keep a couple. One of them recently, my other like last client who just would not see anyone else, moved to Florida. So now that's a non-issue anymore. I hooked him up with the only person in Florida that I trust. And now this last client, I did her hair on Monday, and I absolutely fucking killed it. Her hair is incredibly gorgeous. I did such a good job. And I also made some extensions, some human hair extensions, and those came out insanely gorgeous and blended perfectly. And I was just like, oh, okay. Heather, you are like special. Like you are special. Like not everybody can like decide to do something and then like learn how to do it and then like become really good at it. Not everybody can do that. Not everyone can catch on and master things or whatever, and it makes me feel good about myself. My hand is really fucking hurting bad. Even making a okay or something I did just a minute ago made it hurt. Now it's like aching. It's so swollen. It's hot. It's starting to creak, like go in this like spot here. It's kind of gross sounding. It's like just constant ache, and I'm nervous because I have to go to work tomorrow. I have a cleaning job tomorrow, and then I have Friday I have to rake for 6 hours again. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I've injured myself, and I have to take time off work, I'm in big trouble. But I do trust in God's timing, so if there's a reason God wants me to slow down and take a break, I'm gonna just have to do that and accept the results as they are. Oh, and guys, I'm on the market right now for a private detective, private investigator, private eye. So if anybody has a relative who does that type of work, or you do that type of work yourself, I would like to support somebody's, I'd like to support someone I know's business before just finding some random person off the street. So do let me know if you have any type of private detective person, or you follow somebody on social media who does that kind of stuff, and tag me in a video or whatever. I don't think I'm gonna make it till midnight, guys. I'm tired. And I've been seeing fucking halos for hours already. So I did this protection spell a while back, actually, and probably like, it wasn't like a spell, I guess, because it was more God than it was like herbs and smoke. But I did like this protection thing, and it was like very similar to like a I'm rubber, you're glue kind of thing. And I said that anything that anybody does that's with intent to do me harm will turn, it's like, so when you, it's like when someone shoots a gun and like the bullets turn to roses or to a bunch of flowers, like that kind of thing. Like as soon as someone aims and tries to do me harm, may it essentially turn into a blessing in my life. And blessings are not always pleasant and comfortable, and they don't always feel good. Blessings sometimes come in extremely painful packaging, and that's just the way it is. Oh, I'm so tired. My eyes are going cross. Get in there, butto. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it to midnight. Guys, don't forget to join my Patreon. There is a free tier. The only caveat to joining the Patreon is that you do have to put in your legal name. So do join us and get some. I'm going to be posting like actual, like, so I don't talk about certain things on here because of fucking Crystal and her like psychopathic behavior tendencies. So I don't talk about a lot of stuff because I know that the minute I talk about it, like Crystal will, you know, like, let's say I decide I'm going to talk about, oh guys, I got a membership at Planet Fitness. Crystal will be on the phone with Planet Fitness trying to get me banned, you know, or she already did. That's literally what she did. Is she got me banned from Planet Fitness because she said that I was filming people in the bathroom and smoking weed in the gym, which neither were true. But so there's like certain things that I just can't talk about, but I will be talking about those on my Patreon. Exactly. And I can talk about some fucking serious political things that I cannot talk about. I can show evidence of things. I can talk about a lot more things that I cannot talk about here. Oh, and I can post her fucking picture there. We can go into we can literally like really do things. We could screen share. We could do all kinds of things. But at some point I need to get my hands on a computer. Like I really was hoping to buy a computer at the end of summer, but it just did not work out. I had things that needed buying and money spent on it more than that. It wasn't worth that kind of expenditure. But I do need to get my hands on a computer. If I get my hands on a computer, I'm pretty sure I could live stream on Patreon, but I cannot use Patreon to live stream. Let me see. I cannot use Patreon to live stream Ooh, we can send newsletters to everybody too. I'm gonna have to do that later. That's awesome. So you guys, I can also list my crochet items for purchase, or I could set up commissions so you guys could purchase commissions from me, or maybe like leather work and stuff like that. There's all kinds of shit that I can do. Plus, there's an option for me to start a podcast, which honestly, I am not really that talkative. As you know, there's a lot of time where I'm on camera and not talking at all for hours and hours and hours at a time. I don't think that I should just like start a podcast willy-nilly. I think I need a person to do a podcast with that can basically help me do topics, scripting. I can write a script, I just can't think of what to write the script about. So like if you came up with a topic, right, then I could write a script about that topic. But like I can't just think of things to talk about. But I actually, so I'm on Twitter and I'm not chronically online, so there are things that I don't like really bother with. But because I'm on Twitter, I am getting the news faster than 90% of these YouTubers. Like I watch YouTube news, you know, I listen to people talk about political topics or like whatever. And every single time that I am engaged on Twitter and then I try to enjoy my typical podcasts, I don't enjoy them because they're talking about topics that I learned on Twitter 3 days ago. So it's taking these people 3-day turnaround time to go from the information, filming and posting or whatever. It takes them 3 days turnaround time from the time that they learn the information or the information is circulating on the internet, the thing happens, whatever. It takes them 3 days to be able to get the content uploaded and posted. And I feel like I could do that way faster than that. Fuck, I'll just hear about it on Twitter and then live react to it immediately, you know? So anyway, there's a lot of possibilities. And if Patreon, even if I cannot live stream there, if I could take my say I'm live streaming on TikTok, right? I could take that, download it, and then upload that to Patreon so that my live streams are available in perpetuity on Patreon in the same way that they are available here on YouTube. So I think that'll be fun, and it'll be a place for me to post all of my TikTok live streams. So there's just apparently the possibilities are quite deep, and I honestly have just scratched the surface, and I really don't I've never used Patreon as a customer, so I honestly don't even understand like what is really available. Oh, and on my Patreon, if you are in the paid tier, like there's a free tier and there's a paid tier. If you are part of the paid tier, I will like have a list of all those people, you know, like all the YouTubers do at the end of their videos and stuff. In my live stream at some point, I will make sure to shout out, or in all of my videos, I will make sure to shout out the people from the paid tier, because you guys are paying me money and you're literally helping to fund my ability to make these, to be on a live stream, or to buy the yarn that I want to make on the content about, or you know, whatever the case may be. So because you're actually helping to fund my life, I will happily, you know, share, like tell people like, hey, this person's fucking badass, they're supporting me, give them some love. You know, I will give you guys shouts out for real. Like I think that's one of the reasons, honestly, why was one of the reasons that pushed me to get the Patreon, because I think it would be a good opportunity for people who do feel like supporting me to support me in a way that they can, while also, you know, doing the typical YouTuber things where we shout out the supporters and all that. Yo. I fucking love Patreon so much right now, you guys. I can't talk about it, but I love it. All right, I love you. I'm gonna go to bed. Happy New Year! Ow! I'm gonna go watch like live streams of other people, maybe. Happy New Year. I got an eye on the green crochet bag. It was $14 for the yarn, so it would be at minimum $14 to start the project for you. But I would probably want a deposit of maybe $25 to cover that. And like, you know, you're in for $25. You're not going to want to miss. You're not going to want to, you know, just throw away $25. So once someone is in for that much, usually they're like serious, you know what I mean? They're not going to flake out or whatever, because nobody wants to throw away $25. $25 is a lot of money, you know? Okay, I love you. I hope you have literally the best New Year's ever. Please, guys, please just stay home. Don't go out on the road. Just, you know, there's no sense to being on the road. The only people that are out on the road are up to no good on this type of day. So just stay at home where you're safe and cozy. And yeah, I love you so freaking much. See you on the Patreon. Bye, guys. I love you so much.